Hello peachies! Welcome back to Dear Peachy. Have you ever experienced a situation where you've spent hours meticulously applying makeup, following a YouTube tutorial step by step, only to feel like something is missing? It's as if the makeup doesn't suit you or doesn't enhance your features properly. You find yourself desperately wishing you knew what was going wrong, so you could improve your skills and unleash your true beauty. If you can relate to this, don't worry. It's a common experience for many makeup beginners. Fortunately, we have discovered a highly regarded beauty guru on Xiao Hong Shu, named Chris, who can help you overcome these challenges and achieve a more natural and flawless look. Chris is actually a well-known beauty guru known for her cute, doe-eyed looks on Xiao Hong Shu. She has gained a substantial following due to her numerous tutorials on various topics, including blush placement, common mistakes made with foundation or eyeshadow, and more. Chris's popularity among Chinese beauty fans stems not only from her ability to create multiple looks but also from her truly useful and practical content that significantly helps improve one's makeup skills. In this video, Chris is going to demonstrate the do's and don'ts for various makeup steps, including brows, contour, eyes, blush, and lips. It doesn't matter if you're a makeup newbie or have been experimenting with makeup for a while, this video is a must-watch for everyone. Chris mentions that when makeup doesn't seem to suit beginners, it's not always about their application skills. There are other factors to consider, like having the incorrect makeup focus or overlooking small details that can make a big difference in how the makeup looks. If you're facing the same dilemma, we believe this video will be a game changer for you. It offers valuable insights and practical tips to help you improve your makeup skills and take your game to the next level. When it comes to makeup, the significance of brows is often overlooked by newbies. Many tend to simply fill them in without realizing the impact it can have on the overall look. This approach can result in harsh, unnatural-looking brows that disrupt the overall dimension of the face. Chris introduces a simple and effective method for shaping brows that suits individual features. The key is to align the brow front vertically with the nose bridge, position the brow arch diagonally from the nose wings to the iris, and place the brow tail diagonally from the nose wings to the outer corner of the eyes. To achieve precise and natural-looking brows, it's recommended to use a brow pencil with a fine tip. Start by tracing along the direction of your brow hair's growth. Typically, the brows at the front point upwards, while the tail points downwards. By following the natural growth pattern, you can create defined and well-shaped brows that seamlessly blend with your existing hair. This technique ensures that your brows look realistic and in harmony with your overall facial features. Beginners usually use powder contour products in sculpting their face. Due to these products are less pigmented on skin, and beginners often do not know the accurate placements for their contour. So they tend to go overboard with their contour. Chris suggests using cream-based contour products for a more seamless and natural sculpting effect. She recommends applying the contour cream after foundation and before setting your base makeup. To do this, you can dispense a small amount of the contour cream onto the back of your hand and use a sponge to pick up and distribute an even amount. Facing the mirror, start applying the contour in small increments rather than applying a large amount at once. This technique allows for better control and precision, ensuring a more natural-looking result. By building up the contour gradually, you can achieve a beautifully sculpted look that enhances your facial features without appearing heavy or overdone. When applying contour, it's essential to face the front so you can accurately see how you want your face to be sculpted. By facing the mirror directly, you can assess your facial structure and determine the areas where you want to create definition and dimension. This allows for better control and precision when applying the contour product. Chris suggests using a smaller contour brush to pick up the cream contour product. Starting with the eye socket region, create a C shape by applying the contour product along the outer edge of the eye socket and blending it gently. Next, apply the contour product to the tip of the nose, creating a subtle shadow that helps define its shape. Your nose tip contour placement should follow along the nose bridge. This is the place where you need to apply your contour product. With the remaining products, lightly apply along the nose bridge to create a subtle shadow. When it comes to eyeshadows, it's important for beginners to avoid using colors that are too saturated, as they can easily go overboard. Chris mentions that the purpose of applying eyeshadow is not solely to enhance your eye shape. Instead, it can be used to depuff your eyes and give them more dimension for a defined look. There are times when you can skip eyeshadow altogether and focus on enhancing your eyes with mascara and eyeliner. This minimalistic approach can create a sleek and polished look. Typically, when applying eyeshadow, it's common to start by using a shade that is close to your skin tone to even out the skin tone around the eyelid. This shade is applied all over the upper lid as a base. To create more depth and contour, a darker shade is then layered onto the crease of the upper lid. This darker shade adds dimension and enhances the shape of the eye. For the lower lash line, a smaller brush is used to trace the darker eyeshadow shade along the outer half of the lash line. Using eyeshadow to fill in the eyeliner can be a great alternative for a softer, more diffuse look. However, it does require precision and control to avoid creating a liner that is too long or overly winged, which can appear inconsistent with your eye shape. As for the lower lash line, it's important to be mindful of the density of the line. A dense line along the lower lashes can create a harsh and unbalanced appearance. The eyeliner should be lined from the outer rim of your iris, and it is connected to the outer corner. Then, extend this liner in a natural, wing shape like this. Avoid making the wing overly elongated or excessively winged, as this can appear less cohesive with your eye shape. The length should be as long as our natural dented groove at the outer corner of our eyes here. The lower lash liner can be traced with the remaining products on the brush. A faint soft liner will be filled along this region. According to Chris, the lower lash liner can be a bit challenging for makeup beginners. It's because not all eye shapes, such as rounded or downturned eyes, may suit this technique. Applying the lower lash liner requires a certain level of skill to achieve the desired effect. Moreover, when it comes to false lashes, many beginners struggle with their application. As a result, mascara becomes the go-to option for enhancing lashes. For most beginners, their lash routine typically involves curling their lashes with an eyelash curler and applying a coat of mascara. They consider this step sufficient for their lash enhancement. Applying false lashes can be easier than you might think. Before application, make sure to curl your natural lashes. Then, take a full strip of falsies and cut it into 3 separate pieces. Place each piece right below your actual lashes, starting from the outer corner and working your way towards the inner corner. This technique is quick and straightforward, giving you a beautiful and natural-looking result. For those who are unfamiliar with the process of applying falsies, you can refer to our previous video, where we explain the different types of individual lashes and provide a step-by-step guide for application. When it comes to addressing egg yolk cell, beginners often make the mistake of simply applying a dab of highlighter, which can create an out-of-place and incohesive look. The key aspect to consider is contouring the under-eye fat. To contour the egg yolk cell effectively, start by tracing a horizontal curved line approximately 10 mm away from your iris, right beneath the eye fat. This contour line helps create definition and shape, giving a more sculpted appearance. Make sure to connect the end of the contour line with your lower outer corner for a seamless transition. To add a subtle touch of brightness, you can apply a small amount of highlighter at the center of the egg yolk cell. Blend out the 2 sides for a more natural look. Fake lower lashes can indeed be a great way to enhance your eye shape. When applying them, it's important to follow the natural curve of your lower lid for a more realistic look. Begin by tracing a single lash, leaving some spacing between each lash to mimic the natural spacing of your lower lashes. Then, to create a more voluminous effect, add finer or smaller strokes next to the initial lash. Moving on to blush, selecting the appropriate blush tone to complement your makeup is crucial. When using contour shade blushers, it's recommended to opt for warm coral tones as they tend to suit a wide range of skin tones. To apply the blush, follow the natural contours of your cheekbones and brush it from the outer face towards the highest point of your cheekbone. It gives that natural sculpting effect to your face. If you have no idea what is contouring blush shades or how to apply blush for your face shape, no worries, click here to watch our previous video on this topic. Another way to plump up your lips is to apply some blush on your upper lip, as it can reduce the impression of a longer fill-trim ratio. You can do this to your lower lip too. It's a common belief that brighter shades of lipstick can provide a better contrast to your skin tone, thereby enhancing your complexion. However, Chris holds a different perspective on this matter. She believes that opting for brighter lip shades can actually draw excessive attention to your lips, potentially resulting in a less dimensional overall look. To determine whether a lip shade complements your makeup look, Chris suggests swatching it on your hand and holding it up next to your face. By comparing the lip shade with your makeup, you can assess if the tone is too contrasting or mismatched. For instance, in the example given, the bright berry lip shade appears incompatible with the warm blush, while the warm nude shade harmonizes well with the coral blush. As for highlighters, many beginners often go for the shimmery highlighter. However, the matte highlighter is extremely helpful in improving the evenness or the plumpness of your face. It is usually applied at the under eye and the smiling lines to reduce the impression of the dented grooves. When it comes to applying shimmery highlighter, Chris recommends using either a fan brush or a small precision flat-angled brush. The flat-angled brush is ideal for applying highlighter to the inner corner of the eyes, while the fan brush is great for mimicking the natural dewiness of the skin, creating a soft and radiant glow. Last but not least, hairstyles play a significant role in transforming your overall appearance. Avoid hairstyles that appear too flat or lack volume. One simple way to elevate your hair game is by crimping the roots to add more texture and volume. Start by dividing your hair into 2 sections, and then further section each side into 3 to 4 layers. Proceed to crimp each layer individually. If you have any sparse areas or bald spots along your hairline, you can use hair contour powder to fill them in, creating a more voluminous and fuller look. Just take a moment to compare the before and after of these improved makeup skills. The difference is absolutely astonishing. By attentively considering and addressing these often overlooked details in each step of your makeup routine, we firmly believe that you can make a significant impact on your overall look. With practice, patience, and a willingness to explore, you can elevate your makeup game and confidently embrace your unique features. Remember, it's the attention to these subtle details that can make all the difference in achieving a stunning and cohesive makeup look. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video. Goodbye.